Hey, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Wednesday afternoon with me on Wolf House Natural Living. I'm so glad that you're here today. And I've got some really great information for you regarding using essential oils for emotional support. So I got a little bit of the sciencey background stuff, and then I have some information about specific oils and how you can use them. Before I get started, I wanted to comment on the fact that last week when I met with you, I said that I was going to be on a school field trip today to the USS Midway. But good news, it's not till tomorrow. So I was able to stay home and do some homeschooling with my son and then prepare my information for you guys. So I'm glad that you're here. And I just really value this information myself. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm sharing it with you. And I hope that you will value it too and give me some comments, ask your questions. I will definitely get back to you on those. Share this with your friends because my purpose here is to empower people to make informed, safe, natural choices for your wellness and your well-being. So yeah, please just share that with other people. Give me some likes and some hearts, and then we'll get started. So I wanted to acknowledge those of you that are here on the live broadcast. Thank you so much for being here, for taking a few minutes out of your day to learn and empower yourself with this information. And thank you also to the replay people. I just love when people hop on and give me comments and show that they watch the replay because I want to know that this is valuable information for you. So I do have a YouTube channel. It's under Wolf House Natural Living, and I will be also posting these videos there. And on my Wolf House Natural Living Facebook page, in the photos section, I've created a playlist. It's either under videos or photos. Now I can't remember right now. So, but I do have a playlist where I'm putting all the ABCs of essential oils videos. So if you want to go back and take some more notes, or just watch the information again, or if you want to share it with somebody new, you can always find those there. And you don't have to scroll back through, the whole wall of information on my page. So I think that's it for business stuff. So we'll get started. And I do want to start by saying that the information that I'm sharing here is for educational purposes, and it's not intended to diagnose, prescribe, treat, or cure any emotional or physical conditions. And I wanted to let you know that a couple of the books that I recommend are Emotions and Essential Oils. I got this, you can get this online. I got it through Aroma Tools. I know they have it on Amazon and various other essential oil supply places. This is a couple years old, so the cover is probably a little bit different now because they do update it every year. And then also one of my reference books is The Essential Life. And that is definitely available on Aroma Tools. So let's get started. Emotions can largely benefit from use of pure therapeutic grade essential oils. Okay, let's stop right there. And I'm just going to say that again. Pure therapeutic grade essential oils. So those oils that are readily and cheaply available in the marketplace are not always pure therapeutic grade. And it's really important that you have the best quality available when you're using as an essential oil for a specific therapeutic benefit. You are not going to get that benefit from anything that's been adulterated or watered down or is not labeled therapeutic. So I just want to really make that clear that if you buy, the little $5 bottle of frankincense, that is, it's not therapeutic, and you're not going to get the same benefits. They will give you a nice smell that you can use just to create a nice fragrance in your home, but it's not going to have the same effects. Okay, so I'm kind of getting off my little soapbox there, but it's just really important that when I'm sharing this information, you understand where you're going to find the benefit that you're looking for when we're talking about essential oils. So why are they so cheap? I use the word cheap purposely because they're not of value for our discussion. They are simply there to smell good. So I also want you to remember that, don't go cheap on yourself, especially when it comes to dealing with emotions. Sometimes what we're dealing with is that we're not feeling worthy or acceptable. We're not feeling like we're enough. We're, maybe you're suffering with depression or anxiety or feelings of low self-esteem, or you're scared. There's a lot of different things that you would need help with. And I want you to know that you are worthy, that you are acceptable, that you are enough. And you are doing something really valuable for yourself right now by investing your time in listening to this information and taking it to heart. And that's why I love sharing this information with you. I'm so passionate about it. So I just want you to please be careful on what you invest your money in when it comes to using essential oils to support your body, whether it's physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. So give me some hearts or some likes if you agree that you are worthy, okay? Because you are. Are you with me? So comment, I'm in, if you're in and you're ready to learn some more. All right, let's continue. So Edward Bach was an English doctor, homeopath, bacteriologist, and a spiritual writer. He was best known for developing a range of remedies called the Bach flower remedies, a form of alternative medicine inspired by classical homeopathic traditions. Okay, so he said this about the medical school of the future. Amongst the types of remedies that will be used will be those obtained from the most beautiful plants and herbs to be found in the pharmacy of nature, such as have been divinely enriched with healing powers for the mind and body of man. That's Dr. Edward Bach. And, he was like, I think, the predecessor of doTERRA, because that's the same message that that we hear through the doTERRA, and that's why they strive to get the best quality, the most beautiful plants and herbs found in the pharmacy of nature. I love that. I love it. So you can read more about him on, there's all kinds of books about him. He was a pioneer, I think, in the world of plants and using them as medicine. Why do we have emotional disorders? Let's look. So, there's a lot going on. Digestive issues and disorders are rampant in our country. And this is partly due to refined and processed foods that we eat. So scientists have discovered that there are more neurotransmitters in the gut, and I don't know if you can see, but I'm pointing to my gut, than there are in the brain. Therefore, healthy mood management depends on how well these neurotransmitters relay messages to each other. How can we hope to experience healthy moods of ourselves if our cells are depleted by nutrition, our emotional needs for social connection are not met, and if their neurotransmitters reside in an area with blockages and inflammation, or what we call disease. So if you're suffering from diseases, it could be related to emotional stuff. or if you're suffering from emotional issues, it could be because your gut's not healthy. And I know so many people have, they've gotten emotional wellness and recovery when they start healing their gut. So that's really important. And that's probably like a whole other conversation. But I just want to mention that because the average person does not know this. And I didn't know this until I started, using essential oils and learning more about it, that we have all these neurotransmitters in our gut. And when there's sickness in our gut, everything else goes to heck in a handcart. So we have the limbic system in the brain has glands that help relay and respond to emotions. Since the brain is the origin and relayer of the messages that produce emotions, and the brain functions on a chemical level, it makes sense that natural remedies, such as essential oils, which have a strong chemical message, can help balance and cleanse the very processes that need assistance. So, I'm going to grab a yummy oil here. When inhaled, natural compounds enter the olfactory system. They pass the olfactory bulb, which leads directly to the limbic system. And ta-da! Aromatherapy. That's it. Right there. That's some good stuff. That's the Joyful Blend. I'll talk about that in just a second. Your brain is now receiving the therapeutic benefits to support all of those emotions you are feeling and experiencing. There's so much more about this. I don't want to keep you all day. This is a short video, so there's lots of books. I mentioned a couple books. Again, I've got this one. It's The Emotions and Essential Oils. And then there's lots and lots of books about emotions and essential oils. And then this one is The Essential Life. But just Google it, and you can find more stuff about that, and you can learn all the sciencey stuff behind it. So comment, I'm in, if you're just loving this information. And now I'm going to briefly jump into the oils themselves, and I have lots of oils that help support various emotional needs. So I'm just going to kind of highlight a few that I really like. In fact, every one of our essential oils provides some kind of therapeutic benefit for the emotions. So we have oils that we use because we just like the way that they smell. And sometimes we're really attracted to, let's just say, lavender. I know so many people love lavender. That was one of my first essential oils that I fell in love with. I love lavender, and I love it for its calming effect. It just soothes me. I used to wear it on my wrists and behind my ears, basically as a perfume. Why? Because I was a mom homeschooling these two young boys, and I needed to calm down. So no wonder I love lavender. So again, in those books I'm talking about, especially the one Emotions and Essential Oils, there's a whole list of different essential oils and what their emotional therapeutic benefits are. Now, the ways that you apply the oils is either aromatically, so you can put it in the diffuser like I have right up here. You can put it on the hands and inhale. So I'm going to grab this Joyful Blend again. So basically you just want to put a drop or two on your hands, rub it together. And just breathe it in. It smells so good, and it's joyful and relaxing at the same time. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And of course, you can smell it right out of the bottle. So inhalation is the fastest way to get essential oils into the body with the most significant benefits on mood, as it alters the chemical messages that are being relayed to the limbic system. Topically, you can use the oils to get close to the limbic system as possible, or as close as possible. So directly below the base of the skull, right here, both sides of the neck, you can feel the indentation there. The mastoid bone behind the ear, that's right here. Right under the nose, or even the roof of your mouth. So you can put a drop of oil on your thumb and just press it against the roof of your mouth. But you want to make sure that the oil that you're using internally is marked for internal use. So for instance, this oil that I was just using, the Elevation, which is the Joyful Blend, is not marked for internal use. So I wouldn't do that with that one. But others that I'm going to talk about, you can do that with. So those are the different ways that you can use them to support your emotions. Now, let's talk about the oils themselves. So as I said, we have many choices. doTERRA has put together a really lovely emotional aromatherapy kit. And this has 6 different oils in it. And they are called Peace, which is the reassuring blend. Motivate is the encouraging blend. Cheer is the uplifting blend. Passion is the inspiring blend. Forgive is the renewing blend. And Console is the comforting blend. And what's really cool about this is it comes with this little wheel, and it shows you how the oils are, like Motivate is a combination of mints and citrus. Well, mints are good for feelings of anxiousness, insecurity, apathy. Citrus is if you're feeling discouraged, gloomy, or distressed. So if you're feeling any of those, then you could use Motivate. But as you can see, going around the circle, then you've got citrus and spices, and that would be Cheer. So if you're not sure if there's an oil that falls into both categories of what you're feeling, you can try one. And if that doesn't seem to be doing the trick, you can try the other one. And then, you can always combine things. You can combine individual oils to make a blend. You can combine blends together. You just play around till you find what works for you. Okay, so those are those 6, and you can comment Emo Kit, emo for emotional aromatherapy, Emo Kit. In fact, let me just add that real quick. Emo Kit. And I'm going to put that up there for you. So, Emo Kit. If you would like more information on getting that kit, if you want more information about the oils that are in the kit and just a little more in-depth information, and I'll be happy to get that for you. So comment Emo Kit, and I'll take care of you. All right. So we have some blends, like I've been showing you, that have emotional support, that they were designed more for emotional support. So like Elevation is the Joyful Blend. It's the oil of joy. It addresses depression, feelings of being dark, stern, or too serious. We have one called Balance, which I absolutely love. It's the grounding blend. And of course, it's the oil of grounding. So if you're unwilling to take responsibility for yourself or your life, if you're feeling disconnected, unstable, scattered, that's a great one to use. Balance is a great oil to just put on first thing in the morning. I put it on the bottom of my feet, just kind of get my day started so I'm feeling grounded. It's also a great oil to use during yoga, at the beginning of your practice. The next oil the next oil blend is Intune. And this is our focus blend. So it's the oil of presence. It helps address distraction, lack of physical appearance or awareness, procrastination, things like that. So that's Intune. I did not like this oil when I first smelled it, but it has really grown on me. And I use it when I'm needing to get focused, when I'm, trying to focus on, work, or sometimes I'll diffuse it when I'm working with my son, we're doing homework and we need to really focus and I'm feeling distracted. So that's a great oil for that. And then I'm going to highlight some individual oils, but first I want you to comment Boost. If you can relate to needing an emotional boost periodically. Some people only need it periodically. Some people need it every day, all day long. And then there's all the people that are in between. So comment Boost, and it lets me know that you're enjoying the information and that you can identify with the information that I'm giving you. Okay, so now some individual oils. Frankincense. I had to. Frankincense, in the essential oil world, it's called the king of oils. And it's just beautiful. It's really a wonderful spiritual oil. It's the oil of truth. If you're dealing with abandonment issues, spiritual disconnection, distance from your father, feeling unprotected, or if you're experiencing spiritual darkness, this is a really great oil to diffuse. It's also a great oil to use during meditation, during your quiet time, just so that you can get that connection with God or your higher power. It's just wonderful. I love it. And also, just to mention, today is January 10th, 2018. For you on the replay, in case you're watching this later in the year, I just want you to know what the date is, because this month until the 15th, you can get a free bottle of frankincense when you make a $200 point value order with doTERRA, whether it's retail or it's on your wholesale account, or whether you're just starting and you're just enrolling, whatever it is. If you spend the $200, then you get a free bottle of frankincense, and that's a $97 value. So, you might want to take advantage of that. And you know what? Go ahead again and comment, I'm in, if, oh no, that's Emo Kit. Sorry. I thought I had one for I'm in. I'm in. If you'd like to take advantage of the frankincense deal, and you want more information about that, okay? So my next oil is ginger. I really love this oil as well. It has a lot of physiological benefits, but we're talking about emotions today. It's the oil of empowerment. So if you need to address like having that victim mentality, powerlessness, feeling defeated, not present, stuck, or you're like in a constant place of blaming other people, blaming institutions, blaming the weather. I know I can get stuck in the blame game often, and this is a great oil for that. So that's ginger. And then lastly, I just want to mention wild orange. Such a wonderful oil, and reasonably priced. It's beautiful. It's the oil of abundance, and all last year, I was really like focused on releasing myself into the abundant life that God has for me. And so I had to talk about wild orange because it's the oil of abundance. So tapping into that abundant life that God wants for you when you are feeling scarcity, if you're feeling over serious, rigid, dull, or low energy, discouraged, hoarding, envy, workaholism, any of that lack mentality, lacking in anything, physically, spiritually, mentally, the diffusing wild orange, smelling it out of the bottle, putting it on is really great. And this is an oil. Frankincense, ginger, and wild orange are all oils that you can take internally. So you can do the thumb on the roof of the mouth deal with that one. So those are all the ones I'm going to highlight today. As you can see, these are just some of the benefits. There's many, many more. And I would be happy to help you with that. So comment boost if you've ever felt like you needed a boost in your emotional well-being. And also if you'd like me to get back to you and kind of connect with you. I would love to connect with you and talk to you about the benefits that you can receive from these beautiful oils. So again, be sure to share this message with others. And I want to thank you so much for being here. And I just realized something. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning for those of you who don't know me. So I will before I get off here today. And yeah, don't forget to leave comments, like, and give me hearts, and and share this. And then that's it. I'll be back here next Wednesday for sure. And also this Friday, I'm doing a webinar on healthy eating. And you do need to register for that. So when I get off of here, I will put in the comment section, I will put a link to where you can register for, it's a series beginning this Friday, Eat, Move, and Think. And so mind, body, spirit, kind of all that good stuff. But it's a webinar series. It's not going to be on Facebook Live. So I would really love for you to come and join me for that. And thank you for being here today. My name is Melinda Heyer-Getz, and I am your natural wellness educator with Wolf House Natural Living and doTERRA International. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.